And we're live.
Yeah, we haven't really tested them that hard. I'm doing the flamethrower video first. Whenever I'm done with that, I'll send yours to you. And but I think I'm filming that Monday next week or Tuesday, something like that.
Maybe
And
we
then
can use the flamethrower to start my new fireplace.
Yeah,
you
totally.
go.
You totally will be
What
able
could
to.
go
I
wrong?
was shooting yours today, or yesterday. We were testing out the propane balloons. It seems that propane, when it's in a balloon, like a standard latex balloon, that the propane gas is somehow degrading the material that the balloon is made out of. So if allowed to sit for long enough, they'll just pop spontaneously, which is horrifying.
Right.
When
Static.
you're working. Well, the static doesn't scare me as much as the random balloons popping in your hand when you're already on edge, afraid of static. So like static never happened, and if it did, I had a face shield and gloves on. But what would happen is they kept spontaneously exploding in my hands, and that is horrifying. So I don't think propane's going to work, which means I might have to go to acetylene, which is.
That's what you told Woody not to use, right?
I sure did, because like
Because of a childhood injury.
on the levels of as far as explosive gases go, in my limited opinion, although I haven't really worked with too much hydrogen or anything, propane is like some Frank's Red Hot sauce, and acetylene is more like that Devil's Inferno shit that you give to someone as a joke. It's when that stuff goes off, it's an explosion, and it's very hot, and it's very sooty, and it's very bright. But I'm afraid it frightens me to work with it, so I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of a legit burn suit. Not a burn suit, really. It's just some protective gear to work with it. So if it does flare up, I'm not.
Don't you have a
He has a
flame
Ghostbusters suit.
Oh, but the Ghostbusters suit, is it flame retardant at all?
No, he got that at a
it's just
Halloween
retardant.
store.
So you don't have a flame resistant suit?
No, I actually ordered these really nice glove/arm sleeves off Amazon. They were pretty expensive, and they were supposed to stand up to, I don't know, 800 degrees or some bullshit, and they never arrived.
I should check my closet. I want to say I have 2 flame resistant like racing suits, and
I don't know.
You're taller than me.
Well, see, I really don't. That's not real. I've been in those suits that are too small before, and it's very uncomfortable in the crotch. It's when they ride so high because your shoulders are pulling it up, and your crotch is.
I hear what you're saying, but I want to say this comes in like whatever, small, medium, large, extra large. Like we might be the same. You might have bought.
In any case, though, to be honest, that's not what I need. I need something. I just needed the face shield. I felt like, because my fear is that it's gonna go whoosh and like quickly burn me. Not that I'm gonna become engulfed in flames and need to survive that. It's just gonna be a flash.
It would be a really nice piece of the puzzle. Like if you got a face shield, some gloves, and this suit, you're covered from flash burns.
This might be a dumb question, but like, is there a difference in the like grade of flame retardant material you need when using something like propane compared to acetylene? Like, do you need higher
again,
stuff?
because it's going to be like a flash fire, I don't think it really matters. I just wanted something between my skin and the fire.
As far as I know, Kyle's right. There's probably someone out there with more expertise. But when I was buying them, everything was rated by how long you could stay on fire, not necessarily what was making you on fire.
Yeah,
Those acetylene balloons could be the coolest video on YouTube, or just a stepping stone to no lips, no eyelids, Kyle giving speeches about the dangers of explosives in local middle schools.
See what you gotta understand is these materials burn at thousands of degrees.
Everyone else in the world
You'd have to make
no
awful
sympathy.
jokes.
They'll just,
I thought that I was hot shit. And then everybody would have to laugh uncomfortably. Now I need an assistant to wet my eyes every 35 seconds or they just crisp up and fall out.
You get a big laugh. You're like, oh, yeah, I'm on fire tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
I need my eye drops. Susan!
Yeah, I don't want to burn up. But the thing is, like, let me find a video of what this acetylene looks like going off, because it's so different than propane. It's night and day.
Is it going to be in a balloon or in the bottle?
I'll try to find a video of a trash bag full.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because sometimes you see the plant where they fill them catch on fire. and the bombs that are the oxyacetylene like canisters is outrageous. The explosions go 5 stories high and break huge things. It's a big deal.
I got one. This is just a balloon. This is what I did to my hand. I haven't watched the video yet, but it's just a minute long. It seems perfect. This is literally what I did to my hand. We should queue up, I guess, somewhere.
Yeah, I'm at 0.
Same.
Wait, let me slide this thing a little bit. All right, ready, set, play. This is just a condom filled with acetylene, or oxyacetylene. Sitting on a paper bag, I see. So he's using the paper bag as like a wick. Is that what it's called, a wick? Yeah, yeah. A fuse.
Is oxyacetylene the same thing?
It's
It
things.
well,
It won't take long. Yeah.
an oxyacetylene torch requires both acetylene and oxygen, and the combination of two allows you to reach a much higher temperature than either alone. That's how that torch works. But I'm curious if he knows that, or if what he's done here is added oxygen to the mix here to make it even more explosive.
Yeah, just don't do that.
That went off in my hand. Like I lit that with a big lighter like this. Just reached out and lit it. It was second and third degree burns, the whole hand. Like
Bad choice.
from here up, blisters on each knuckle that were just risen up really high, and everything was scorched black because acetylene burns really sooty. Like if you when you light the torch, even if you got it turned on low, it goes poof, and you see this black nasty soot float away like a little miniature bug soul is leaving it and going to hell or something. It's just it's nasty stuff when it burns.
You're so lucky that your hand doesn't look totally gross now.
Yeah, I know. Got good doctors at the Augusta, Georgia Burn Clinic. Gotta give it to them, and that magical artificial skin glove they gave me. That was great. But as you can see, that's an explosion. That stuff's not going whoosh and making a pretty orange fireball, which is what I like. I want a pretty orange or dark orange fireball with a little smoke attached, which is
Diesel.
like 70% gasoline, 30% diesel. That's how I achieved that. But with something like this, it's going to be like boom, and that's cool too. But god damn, that looked dangerous. Like if one of those goes off in your hand, like it might rupture your eardrums or like detach your cornea or your retina or
Interesting. What's dangerous, right? Because like I was trying to think. I think it was last week or the week before. I was saying, or maybe PVN. Anyway, the height stuff, the mountain climbing, skydiving, hot air balloon, bungee jumping, like all these things don't scare me very much. But I forget. Do you remember what it was that did scare me? I forget. There was something that I found like very unhappy. I wouldn't want to do at all. Whereas you had no trouble with it. This balloon is really the thing that you don't dig.
Because it's so reactive. It's so highly reactive. Normally when I'm dealing with stuff, I'm like, okay, that's a safe distance away. This is far enough. You know, the shrapnel can't get over here. You can kind of, I can look at things and know they're just 95% safe, which is just fine for me. You're not 95% safe in your fucking car going down the road. But with this thing, it's like I don't understand static electricity well enough to know that I'm safe. I don't know how to make that happen. I guess maybe I need to do a little research because maybe condoms are better. Maybe latex doesn't make static. I don't know. Maybe
because balloons
I don't know.
do.
Some balloons do. You can do that thing with them and do your hair. And if static sets that balloon off in my hand, I know what it's going to do. It's going to put me out of commission for 2 months and ruin my fucking week. And I don't want that. And that's if I'm lucky. You know, like I said, that looks so loud, I feel like it ruptured a damn eardrum when it goes off next to your head. So I got to figure out a way, if that's what I'm going to do, to fill those balloons safely, tie them off, and then attach them where they need to go without popping them or killing anyone.
Cool.
So we're working on that.
Added the new topic?